Hey guys, how we going? It's been a minute and a half. Hey, welcome back. Sorry we haven't been up. It's just been super crazy. It's that time of year, guys, where Christmas is coming and it is going. It is going. So we have been busy, and I've been busy with other stuff. Had my boy's birthday come up. It's 21st, so we had to sort that. Christmas coming up, shipments, there's a lot of things like that. So sorry we haven't been here, guys, but I'm here now, and I'm sitting back. It's probably like 5:30 or something, 5:45. I'm having a cold one. I'm still burning the midnight oil, and I see we have a new subscriber. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining and subscribing. Hit the like, subscribe and share, guys. Hit that bell, grow my channel. Let's get to 150. Let's try and do it in the next 3 weeks, guys, because I need to get to 150. And I'm just settling this thing. It's like I said, I really would like us to do $10 each. I put up an account. I'll show you guys the account so you can see the balance. And we go to a pack and save or fresh choice, and what we do is we give that money to one person. We interview everybody, and we just ask them about like their lives, what they do, how they find things, and we find one worthy recipient, and we give them all that money, all of it. And that's included with me putting in money as well. So I will show you all the money, but we need to get to 150, guys. Really need to get to 150, and if we don't, it won't be as much, but I'll try and do something, and hopefully you all can donate. Let's pull out $10. A lot of my mates are on here. $10 is not hard. I've got friends in Australia. You can put in $10. It's not hard. I'll put the link up in a few more weeks because I really want to do it. Make someone's Christmas, man. Let's put a smile on someone's dial. But let's have a look around here, guys, and let's see what we've done. We've sold a swag of that tape. We've sold a shitload of that. Threaded rod, that's M20. We sold a stack of that. That stuff just goes every single day, guys, every single day. And what we've done is, as you saw before, we've got our oil, our small range of oil, which complements our CRC. And we've got our red lithium grease, next to our kits. And we now have .4 brake fluid, 500ml, $9.80, guys. That's right, $9.80. I don't really know what it's going for on the local market, .4, but that's what I sell it for. And we've added some more zinc it to the range. So we've got quite a various amount of, we've got a lot of colours. As you can see, we added the blue and the green. So there'll be more of that coming. The RTV, that's nearly gone. We've only had that less than a month and it's gone. There's only one tube of it left. It's in an aluminium canister, and it's got a button. It's like an aerosol. It's pressurized. You can control the flow. It's good. It won't go off. Not like your normal silicone. So we have been busy, guys. We have had a clean up. As you can see, it looks very tidy. But there's still a lot of things to do. I've got my, that's my up and go. That's what I'll call it, up and go. So we're waiting on our next shipment to arrive, and that looks like it's going to be over the break, which means I'll have to come in. And that's all of our H-Packers, our new shipment of those. And speaking of H-Packers, I showed you guys the kits in that last time, but we now also have, this is our newest addition. And that, my friends, is a 164-piece H-Packer mix kit. Now, I'll open it up because I'm like Suzanne Paul. Wait, there's more. Not only do you get H-Packers, you get a free lunchbox. That's right, free lunchbox. So, it's got a little lockable lid there. Pull down. And pull down. And those, my friends, those are your H-Packers. Let's pull one out. There we go. There's 5mm H-Packer. So you get 1.5 through to 10mm. And that there, the green is your 10mm. So 1.5, 2, 3, 1.5, 2, 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I've got to really have a look at it. But that's it. That's 164 pieces in there, and that's $45 plus GST. That would cost you $100. Placemakers, Bunnings, Carters, anywhere like that, I reckon. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. 45 plus GST here. See, with us, pay less, save more. More in your pocket. Get more and pay less. That's my philosophy. Times are tough. Times are very tough. So we've got more of those coming in. That was my pre-purchased pack from the factory. I wanted to see what it was like before I went ahead and ordered in bulk, which I've done. So those, my friends, are on the water. I'm just logging everything off. If I can log it off. Computer doesn't want to play ball. Ah, here we go. It's playing ball now. You just got to smack it a few times. Test cert, test cert. Okay, well, we don't need test certs. Let's close that window. And let's close that window, close that window, close that window, close that window, that one. And let's shut this baby down. Shut down. So, it's been a busy 4 weeks, guys, and it really has. I think that the shop's looking good. The shelves are plentiful. I don't know what the other stores are like. Like I get mixed reviews. Some people say they walk into a lot of shops and the shelves are quite bare. They're barren, meaning like not much there. Not at J Fasteners. They're full. The shelves really are full, and we've got to do another CRC order tomorrow, guys. So we'll get a little, not a big swag like we typically do, but we will get a swag of it in because I'll have to carry it over Christmas and pay for it, so it won't be a swag, but it'll be a top up. You know, we'll get some RTVs, Pro Seal, I don't know, a few bits like that. Nothing great, but just enough to fill a few voids there. And then I'll carry that over Christmas, and then January is when we go hundies on it again, because that's when we're back open for business. So I don't know what everybody's plans are, but A&J Fasteners are open right up until the 23rd of December at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. the doors will go down, and then we will see you all in the new year. So all I can say to everybody is thank you for your support. Whether you come in here or you support the channel, means a lot. Love you all for that. So thank yous. I got a lot of friends that are in other countries. Thank you for that. And I watch a guy called Tony from a man in Siam. He just went to California. He should now be back in the Philippines. I think he's somewhere near Dalmaguete. So I watch him. He's actually a cool guy. And I watch Sanctioned Ivan. I watch Brad and Fawn. I watch a lot of these Philippine ones because they are really cool. Like, the province is so cool, guys. You should see the food, man. Like, for $5, you would have a 3-course meal. It's unreal how cheap it is, and the food looks so good. And to my mate Oski, Oski's a good cat. He's a real good cat. And Micah, how's it, man? Jake, how's it, man? John, how's it, man? All those boys, they know who they are. How's it going, man? And if I've missed anybody, I'm sorry, man. I got a bad memory. I'm very bad with names. So I'm just kicking back, guys, enjoying my cold one. Merry Christmas to Ben from Real New Zealand Adventures. Check out the channel, it's pretty good. That's one stand-up dude. It really is. Have a look at his channel. you'll know within minutes what I mean. Stand up, dude. Awesome, Ben. Merry Christmas, bro. To you and your family, man. So yeah, so I'm just sort of signalling, guys. See how everyone's doing. I'm just really enjoying the weather. Summer is here already. Although last week we had a lot of rain, but week before, summer, man, summer. So I've been wearing shorts to work, guys. Everybody runs the other way because they get snow blinded, bro. My legs are white. I tell them, hey, it's the only way I'm going to get them brown. I got to show them off. So we've actually done a lot. Come for a look, guys. Sold a heap of our tape measures, 8 metre tape measures. One guy came back and said they love them, the locking mechanism and the way they're so compact but heavy and durable. So we filled up this a little bit, and we've got some 16 by 475s, we've got 16 by 300s, 12 200s. We stocked up on our disposable overalls. There's been a lot happening, and a lot of new stock come in. But as soon as it comes in, honestly, it just flies out the door, and I am not complaining. It's very welcome and very humbled by all the positive comments I get, and if I've missed anybody's names and you've come in here, you complimented me, and said, hey, this, that, whatever, and I do get it. I am truly humbled by every comment from everybody that walks in here. It does mean a lot, and I do try my best to help and advise. And it's like a guy coming the other day. He was wanting some tech screws, and I'll show you what a tech screw is, guys. And then I'll tell you what it's for, and I'll tell you what he wanted it for and why it won't do what he wanted it for to do with it. So let's get a standard one, if I can find one here. And then I'll grab another one and I'll show you what the difference is with these bad boys. Where's my beer? I always explain it better once I've had a beer. So basically I've got 3 screws in my hand. I'm going to go back to my desk and I'm going to explain what they are and how they work and what they do. And I might have one more beer before I go, actually. So you'll just have to bear with me for a little longer, guys. So let me show you. The first one, I'm just pulling them up at random. Can you see it? Yep. See the little rubber on there? That's called a seal. It's called a neoprene washer. It's a rubber washer. So if you had a corrugate roof, let's say it's getting a little tight and it had the old nails on it, or you've had these on there for quite a number of years and the elements have just got to it. It's starting to break down, but more than nails. But anyway, if you had an existing hole in the steel and you wanted to refix that iron to the roof, especially if you had a nail, you'd take the nail out and you'd put that in, and you'd put a 5/16 nut setter on there, not 8mm, 5/16. It's not the same. 5/16. And then you would rattle that down, and that would come down like that, and boom. That would seal the hole, lock the corrugate down, and it wouldn't move. And because that's bigger than your nail, that's 12 gauge, which is 5.5 mil thick. Your nails would probably be more like 3.15, no more than 4 mil. 5.5 creates a new hole. It's a thread. It's not going to pull out. Timber contracts and expands, guys. A nail will pull back, not your screw. And that one is designed for timber. It's got a little neck right there, one neck. So it won't drill the steel, although sometimes people can if you crank it up, but I wouldn't recommend it. And then that hits the timber, and you can imagine it pierces, and as soon as that little neck grabs, it's like a drill and drills, and in she goes. So that's what a hex washer face type 17 12x65 neo timber wood screw looks like. I call them timber techs, wood tech, whatever. but you get the gist. Now, this one, guys, is a little bit different. Looks the same in every shape and form, doesn't it? Got a bit of a shank there, bit of a shank there, got thread there, got thread there. One, it is kind of the same, but it's not. And I'll tell you why. That's got not one, but two drill points. Our other one, we only have one drill point. It's only strong enough for timber, not steel. This one, imagine my finger is the steel. It touches, it's burring, it creates a hole, and both sides all of a sudden grab and drill that hole. Now that will only do up to 3 mil steel. Do not attempt to do 4. Well, 4 you may pass through, 5 you will snap the screw. So up to 3 mil steel, and then you rattle that up. However, if you had an existing hole and you just want to do the same thing like with this screw, because you can get these in different lengths and width, neo, and different washers on them, it would do the same thing. It's just the tip that is different. So that would work on timber. Trust me, your threads are the same. You just need longer. So that's what that is. It's actually getting thirsty work. Now, this is what I got complimented on earlier in the week. I think it was Monday, or maybe Thursday, Friday, I don't know. But I got a phone call this week anyway. A fella came in, and he's bought some ply, full sheets of ply, and he's wanting to redo the floor of the trailer. And he was wanting to use one of these, or he was wanting to use a rivet. That's a rivet. Goes in gun, pops, and that bulbs out. But that's a pretty big rivet. But he wanted to use a rivet with a bigger washer around the end of it. They're called ASL, aluminium steel large flange rivets. So it doesn't pull through the ply because it's got a large flange on it. And I told him, look, mate, you are wasting your time. You're wasting your time, energy, and money. And you are. They believe they can rattle it down with one of these. No, you will not. You're wasting your time. It's not designed for that. Doesn't matter. That's definitely not designed for it. Let me show you what you do use. And trust me, I know this only too well. You would use something like this. Looks like a screw. Well, it is and it isn't. See, it's got a little nick in it, guys. See that little nick? Now let me explain what that is. And see how it's countersunk? I'm going to explain it. What you would do is you would take a 5.5 millimeter drill bit, and you would put a pilot hole. So you would you'd measure out where your boxing is on your trailer, your framing, and you mark that on your ply. You'd string line it so you know where to drill and all that. You know, because once you put the ply on, it's pretty hard to see the steel, the box. And you would drill a 5.5 millimeter hole. Not 5, not 4, not 6, 5.5. And you would go through the plywood, down into the box section. And once you've done that, you would take this little bugger, this little fella here, and keep your eye on that little nick over there. You keep your eye on it, because that's going to pop into your little hole like that. You're going to use a number 3 Phillips bit, not 2, number 3. And you're going to use your rattle gun, because it'll be a little hard by hand. And you're going to rattle that, and what it's going to do is it's going to start to turn. That little neck is going to catch into that hole on that box section, and it's going to turn and twirl, and it's going to create a thread, a metric thread, M6 to be precise. And then that will go down, and that will go flush into the timber or below the timber. And then once that is in there, that is locking, and that's going to hold. It's not going to snap. It's not going to break. These and this will break. And I'll tell you why. You're going to throw loads onto your trailer. It could be sandbags. It could be working materials. It could be machinery. You're going to get vibration from the road. And the timber contracts and expands like I told you. And this is what's going to happen. This screw is going to snap. Waste of time. This rivet is going to snap. Waste your time. Waste your money. This is not going to move. It's going to lock. Sounds a bit, probably sound out the gate the way I said it, but sorry. I get right into it because I really do know this stuff. So that's what it does, guys, and it's called a truck deck screw, 6x45. Get a 6mm nut, get over the thread, start winding it on, you'll see why it's called M6. And that's what you use, guys, and they are zinc. You can get them in stainless, but this is what I tell everybody. Paint the heads, etch the heads, prime the heads. You know, it'll have longevity. It'll last. And that's what you put on, and that's what a fella said to me, because I did explain that to him, like, don't use that, don't use that. Use these. And then Monday, Tuesday, I get a phone call. It was in the early arvo, I think. And I'm sorry, I can't remember who you are. You're probably a member of the channel, and you'll know that I'm terrible with names anyway, because you come in here all the time. But thank you for that comment. It meant a lot. And, you know, I really enjoy doing this and trying to advise as best as I can on what you should and shouldn't use to save you money. I could have easily sold those tech screws. So I could have said, yeah, mate, oh, yeah, cool. You know, tell me what he wanted. I'm like, yeah, no, cool, because I know he'll be back in a few more months and he'll want something else, or maybe another lot of these. I don't do that, guys. I try to find out what you're doing or what you want to do, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I sort of start putting it into my, because some things you've got to try and visualize. You can't just, some things are generic. Oh, you know, I want to put some like 19mm Quila down on my deck. Well, hey, you could use a 50mm decking screw, because you only need 30mm biton. Or if you're using 32mm pine, well, then you're going to need a 65mm, because you need at least 30 biton there, you see. So, you know, it's things like that. So I do love what I do. I'm very blessed to be able to do this, and very blessed by everybody that supports me. And I feel very, very privileged, and I can never say it enough. I'm very touched by all the friendships and acquaintances that I've made throughout the years. And you know, there's a few crowds I may not hear from some years, and then a guy returns to that sector, and then I get a call, hey Glenn, are we dealing with you, or da-da, and you know, it means a lot, because here's the thing, guys, it was so many years since I've been part of a certain project, and these guys have moved on, but they remember me, and it means a lot. You know, it's actually speechless on that one. So let's go grab one more electrolyte, and then I'll drink half of that, and it better make me way home, because I don't want to drink too much. But look at that, guys. Boom! Doesn't it look nice and tidy? Look at it. Look at it. Looks pretty good. Oh, I wasn't meant to show you that. Those are the empty pallets. That's from the stuff that came in, guys, and there was a lot of it. Trust me, there's a lot of it. Look at my fridge. My fridge is looking sad. Usually my fridge is looking pretty plentiful. And stainless steel bolts, don't they look beautiful? Hey, all along there. You know, and I have it as a pick and mix shop. Come in, help yourself, you see what it is. If you need any help, always yell out and say, hey, just shout out if you need a hand, because some people do like to look, and some people come in for the first time. So I sort of do that, and things like that. So just bear with me ugly mug for a little bit longer, guys. A couple of whacks of that. So hit us up in the comments on how you think we should do this Christmas thing. I really think we put in $10 each. I've got 104 members. If you all put in $10, I've got some from overseas and we could exclude them, but I'm talking about New Zealand. Australia's not that far. How about we put in $10, man? $10. It's not going to break your bank. You can still have a beer. It's just one less pint at the pub. Let's put in $10. I know things are costly and things are tight for everybody, but let's try and make someone's Christmas. I really want to do it, and we're going to do a little Christmas draw here. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it or what it'll be, but I'm going to do something as a giveaway for Christmas. I mean, it's Christmas, got to give a little bit. So probably ponder that one for, I don't know, maybe early next week and come up with an idea. I don't want to just jump into it. I want to make it something good. So let's pop that bad boy off, guys. And everybody does, make sure like, subscribe and share. Like, subscribe and share. And I've been watching, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm just going to say it anyway. A lot of people are into it. Some might not be. I've been watching Avi Loeb. He's the Harvard professor from USA, from America. He's been following 3i Atlas, and that thing's as big as, I think it's the state of, the city of Brooklyn. That thing's huge, and that came from a place where in the 1970s NASA received a radio signal. Now, I'm not putting on the tinfoil hat or anything. I'm just saying this is what it is. In the 1970s, they received a radio transmission from a solar system type of thing. And evidently, this comet that's traveling through the orbit, it came from that orbit. And it passed by the sun, and what should have happened is it has a glow and stuff, you know, the heat and everything, and the tail should have broken off. But it hasn't. It decreased its speed prior to passing the sun. It followed a trajectory that is so precise that it's unheard of. And they don't know whether it was jets, and now this is just all hearsay. The jets are quite huge, and what it should have done is it should have released gases, but as it passed the sun's orbit, it should have been like sucked into it. It should have pretty much sort of like lost half its mass easy, if not just shattered and then just burnt up. But it didn't. It slowed down. It changed its trajectory, and they don't know if it's because the what look like jets, they're pretty big. They could be like, it could be ice, and as it passes the sun, they melt in the gas. So it could be that. So no tinfoil hat yet. Don't think I'm crazy. And it didn't do that. And it seemed to radiate a tail from the front, which means a beam of light. That shouldn't happen unless you have a technological craft. Maybe it's a hypothesis. That's all it is. And this thing it's on a course that it shouldn't be. It should have been sucked into the orbit, and it hasn't. It's gone the other way, and it hasn't broken up. And NASA have finally released photos. They've had photos since early October. I think it was just before their government shutdown. And they've released images, whereas they've got a satellite up there that it should be like looking at me, but it's not. They're very hazed. It's just a ball of light. That's all you see. And they're saying nothing to see here, folks. Just a comet. It's not just a comet. It could be a comet. I'm not saying it's anything other. I'm just saying that it needs more investigating. And Avi Loeb is a scientist. And it's like he says, if you're playing a game of soccer, you really want to be involved with the boys on the field who are playing the game, not the sideline guys, not the guys on the sideline. Because at NASA, you're just having administrators, not scientists, who are speculating and saying things. And it's a good analogy he makes. So I've been watching that. And yes, I do like a little bit of tinfoil hat. I like conspiracies. I like that sort of thing. I don't know what everyone's beliefs are, but I don't think we're the only ones in the universe. The universe is infinite. You know, they said that element 115 wasn't on the periodic table back in the 80s, and Bob Lazar said it was. Bob Lazar said element 115 is a real thing. They discredited him and said, no, it's not. Well, if you look now, element 115 is on the periodic table. How did Bob Lazar know that? I mean, just saying. I know there's a little left of field from bolts and nuts, guys, but I just want to put a little something out there, something a little bit interesting. So, I think I'm going to round it up, guys. I do need to go. I need to make tracks. So, hit the like, subscribe, and share. Let's get to 150. Tell your mates, share it with your mates. Tell them to hit that like and subscribe. Let's get to 150. Let's do something really special for Christmas. It's the season to be jolly, and it's a season to give. Let's give someone a little something, and let's make their Christmas a little more merrier. That's all I can say, guys. And I'll tell you what, all I'm asking is $10 from you all. That's all I'm asking is $10. And I'll tell you what, you guys all put in $10, I'll chuck in 50. There's my money. I'll chuck in 50. And I'll up it more. Just would like to make somebody's Christmas, someone who deserves it, someone who's finding it extremely difficult. And let's make their day, man. And I know we're all finding it hard. I find it hard. But $10, I'm not asking for the word, I'm asking for $10. And I will show you guys the bank account. I will bring it up on the computer. I will show you, so you will see if anybody does make a donation. You will see the amount. You will see who from, and you will see the total balance of the account. And then I would like to, I close on the 23rd. I'd like to do it on the 22nd. Draw out all of that money, and I will count it in front of you all. And let's go give it to someone, man. Let's make someone's Christmas. It's been a hard year, in more ways than one. I've certainly felt it. So I'm definitely not immune from it. I felt it. By golly, has it been a tough, challenging year. But I didn't let it get me down. It's sort of, you know, we all feel sorry for ourselves, and I did. God, I did. Sorry for the blasphemy, but, you know, I sort of look at my boys, I look at the name, and I think J Fasteners, Anton and Jared, my family, Heather, Anton and Jared, I'm here for a reason. I snap out of it. I stop feeling sorry for myself, and my partner, you know, she's got my back, and, you know, she says to me, it is what it is, just write it, do what you got to do. You do it, you be you. So I'm lucky like that. So that's all I'm saying, guys, is I know it's been a fucked up year. I shouldn't have sworn, but it has. It's been fucked up. 2025 has sucked ass, and that's the truth. Oh, where's 10? Batshit crazy. But let's make somebody's day, man. Let's really make someone's day. So I'm going to make tracks, guys. Until the next one, Peace. I am out.